How's it going, guys? Wanted to do a brief update on the market on a few coins. Things are looking incredible, and a lot of people are still bearish, which is weird. I'm seeing incredible bullish signs, and the very beginning of it at that. Let's go over a quick update here on Bitcoin. We're looking at a double 1-2 out of the hole down there at 50K. Looks like we're just working on our blue wave 4, trying to finish that 3 in pink for a pink 4 and a pink 5. Let's go down to the 1 hour super locally. Remember, I'm looking for this wave 4 in blue, and we have already hit targets right at the 1618 to 175 for our wave 3, wicked right through it. Front ran 100K. From there we have a nice ABC into a W, a nice ABC into an X, and what I can only expect from here, what looks like we have another WXY or ABC into an A, and an expanded flat potentially into a B, to come down for 5 waves and a C, which would then leave us with this structure: expanded flat and a Y. Because W and X are zigzags, wave Y cannot be a zigzag. It has to be a flat pattern or a triangle. So yeah, 93K super important. And then we should expect higher. Shoot up for the 5th in blue to complete our 3 in pink, 4-5 again. And that's what I have for Bitcoin. Let's jump into some more exciting ones. You guys know I have been looking at helium, and my god, did this seem like it took like 10 years to finish this consolidation over here, but we finally did. Let's pop to the daily. We have completed our cycle 1-2 to our intermediate 1-2 here. So we are beginning the very early stages of a 3 of a 3. Big wave 3 to come. A minimum $30, but I'm looking for a lot higher than that. Minimum targets for the cycle degree 3 are up at 100. Now there's a lot on this chart, so let's try to break down locally what happened here at the end. We were looking for this to finish. Looks like we did get a 3-wave pattern in a W, a 3-wave and an X, and then a triple zigzag in a Y to complete this WXY pattern as a larger Y, as our ABCW, ABCX, WXY, to complete our intermediate wave 2. And from there you can see we have absolutely nuked out of here. Already up 60, 70, 80%, and going higher. Really nice, clean, simple look out of this hole. We did bounce off the previous range point of control and right in between our fib targets for the wave W. We made a nice impulse here to create our initial 1-2, and we did make another 1-2. Nice sideways little consolidation for the 2. Rocketed in our 3. By the way, you can't make this stuff up. Where did the 3 come to? Right at wave 3 targets, 1.618. 1.75, wicked right through it. Came down, indicative of our wave 4, shot up in 5 waves, indicative of our wave 5 in blue. Created a nice 5-wave impulse there, which means you have your 5 waves in your pink 3 complete. That is the top of your pink 3. From here, we're looking for our pink 4 somewhere at least finishing between the 2.23 after the 0.236 VIP time of our 1-2 here. So anywhere in this box is probably likely. From there, we want to see a nice, clean, strong 5-wave impulse again to complete our pink wave 5, which will complete our yellow wave 1. From there, we'll look for our wave 2 for the 3 of the 3 of the 3, propelling us into the giant bull run of this coin. One thing to keep in mind, this wave 2 in yellow does not have to come deep. This is a wave 3 of a 3 of a 3, so you're not really looking for deep pullbacks. They can happen, but you're mostly looking for sideways, quick pullbacks in all waves, as this should be the most explosive vertical line. Anyway, helium looking up for around $100, easy. Let's take a peek at the graph. 1-2 out of the hole at our local lows. And one thing I do want to touch on, I did have this as a expanding diagonal. I don't have that count anymore because your wave 4 of your expanding diagonal needs to be longer than your wave 2, and it is shorter. So the only way we can count this, as ugly as it does look, it's not a perfect impulse in either of these ones. We're looking at the double 1-2 macro setup, which gives us price targets of much higher, so I'm not complaining. Upwards of $2.50 to potentially $7. Conservatively, most likely in this box here, $2.50 to $5. Let's drop down to the 1 hour. Actually, the 4 hour real quick, just so you know, we are on our popping off our 1-2 off the cycle lows here. So we are in a wave 3. We won't know till this wave 3 ends until we have some type of sideways consolidation. So for now, we have to assume that we are still in the wave 3 and creating more impulses. Now, this does seem very rare, but is the only thing I can really comprehend at the moment. Is an obvious 1-2, followed by a series of more 1-2s. As long as this keeps moving up and stays in this channel, this trending impulse channel, we can continue to assume it is 1-2s stacked in here. Now, if you notice, the retracements are too deep to be wave 4s. A lot of them go past the 0.50, and it looks, you can't really count anything in here. It doesn't really look like a clean 5-wave impulse as a 3. It doesn't reach targets. So we're stacking 1-2s. And this chart looks incredibly bullish because look how many 1-2s we have. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-2s. And here in our most final 1-2, we have a clear 5-wave move, in which seems to be some type of sideways, again, consolidation for this 2. As long as we stay above this trend line, and this 2 completes either here or one more low, this thing looks like it's going to 60 to 80 cents in no time. we're going to want to look for that big wave 3 in yellow before we start consolidating in our 4 for another 5 wave impulse to complete the 5th. And you would expect that probably to finish somewhere at the top of this macro channel that we've been trending in. From there, we can pull back in our wave 2, because that would create a larger one too. Something like this. And take us who knows how high into the meat of the bull run, into the meat of the wave 3. Very high. Until something else changes on this chart, I am going with this super bullish count. Let's see, what else should we touch on? I know there's a lot of coins, but if you want something specific, just comment and I'll try to touch on it. Cardano, you can watch my last video if you want more in-depth detail. I did a specific video for Cardano. So here, it's a little confusing as it looks like we may be completing a local top here to come down in some type of triangle or expanded flat in this C wave. Could be a WXY, a short Y, we don't know yet, or this could keep extending and I have my targets and such placed wrong. There could be an extra 1, 2 somewhere in here, but so far this looks good to me, and I would expect us to get some type of retracement very soon, because we doesn't look like we have a wave 4 that is anywhere in comparison to the wave 2 down here in orange in time. As you see on the chart, we need at least the 0.236 to 382 for our wave 4, but this isn't a completed structure. So it looks like we're in the middle of a completing some type of structure. This doesn't have to be it. It can be. I'll leave it here for now, but we are looking for that final 5th in orange after this structure completes, so we can complete our large wave 1 and pull back in that 2 before starting the meat of the bull run in the large 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or want any specific coins, just comment, let me know.